Hello and welcome to today's vlog. Today I am talking about life lately. So like most people, we are still in lockdown. It is starting to be partially lifted now, so people have less restrictions. I think some of the shops are going to be opening next week. My cat's butt. So today I just want to talk about what I've been up to lately, what I've been watching, what I've been eating, just a little update really. Spending a lot of time at home means I've watched a lot of television. At the moment I'm watching weekly, so every episode that comes out I'm watching it as it comes out because else there are spoilers. I'm watching The Great British Sewing Bee. I love Sewing Bee so much. I think Joe Lycett is a really good host as well. I mean, I liked it before, but yeah, I think Joe Lycett is a good host for it. It's funny. I'm always amazed at how talented everyone is and how they can make things in such a short space of time. So yeah, I love Sewing Bee. So I've been watching that every week. I've also binged watched a couple of things. So on Netflix I watched a thing called The Big Flower Fight, which is a bit like Bake Off but with sort of floral arrangements. It was a bit mad and I really liked it. Some of the things that people created from flowers was just phenomenal. So definitely check out The Flower Fight on Netflix. Another thing that I've been watching on Netflix is a series. It's quite old now, it has since been cancelled, which is a bit of a shame because I thought it was quite good. And it's called Skin Wars. So RuPaul is one of the judges on it, and it's hosted by Rebecca Romijn, who was Alexis in Ugly Betty. But yeah, so Skin Wars is basically like a body painting challenge. So each week they have different body painting challenges. So they have to like blend people into the scenery so you can't see them anymore. They have to do different kinds of makeup on the bodies. It's quite cool. I think it's been cancelled now. So these are sort of, I think there are 3 series that you can watch on Netflix, plus a couple of, they were slightly different series where people that were already established artists in different formats, so like graffiti artists, cake artists, painters, that sort of thing, they then tried to do body painting. So those last 2 series weren't, one series wasn't as good as the first sort of 3 series of Skin Wars. This cat, he is obsessed with cotton bud. One of the other things I've been doing lately is trying to keep a lid on this absolute terror. Don't get Sphinx because they're evil. Anyway, so that was Skin Wars. The next thing I've watched is Drag Race. I decided to watch RuPaul's Drag Race from the very beginning again, so I've watched all 12 seasons, including we were watching the newest season weekly. All Stars 5 was supposed to start last week, but for some reason it didn't appear on Netflix. I think it's going to be starting this Saturday though. So we're looking forward to All Stars 5 because Ongina's in it and I love Ongina. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that. And the last thing I've been watching on Netflix is a show called Next in Fashion. It's hosted and judged by Alexa Chung and the guy from Queer Eye. I think he's from Queer Eye, called Tan. And again, it's like Sewing Bee, I suppose, but these are all professional fashion designers, and the clothes that they make are just insane. So yeah, I've been really enjoying Next in Fashion, but I did read a couple of days ago that was cancelled as well, so I don't know what I'm going to watch now. As for what I'm going to watch next, I'm not really sure. I've got so much stuff that I've recorded on to my Skybox. I've got like the most recent series of The Handmaid's Tale to watch. I've got Catch 22 to watch. I've got Manifest to watch. There's so much stuff on there that I have not watched. Like the last 2 seasons of American Horror Story I've not watched either. They're just sat on my Skybox waiting to be watched. So I might pick one of those to watch next, or I might watch The US Office again from the start. I haven't decided yet. So that's what I've been watching on TV. Next up are what games I've been playing. So I am a big fan of sort of PlayStation, the Xbox. I do play a lot of games, but I haven't for months and months and months. And the only thing I've really been playing recently is Animal Crossing, obviously. And I will pop my friend code below, so if you want to come and see my island, which is definitely in progress, just let me know. I sort of was happy with my island and how it was laid out, and then this last week I looked at some other people's islands, decided I hated mine. So I am going to move all my villager houses again. I'm going to move my house again. I've just adapted where the museum was. So Animal Crossing is definitely keeping me busy. So that's really all I've been playing. A couple of weekends ago I did put on Life is Strange 2. I really liked Life is Strange 1. I didn't like Life is Strange 2 as much. It seemed a lot less interactive. There wasn't as much you could do. And as beautiful as the cinematography was, the cutscenes were so long. And there wasn't a huge amount for you to do. But I did complete it. I got not a very good ending. In all honesty, I hated the little boy. I thought he was horrible. He just wasn't a character I warmed to at all. So I did sort of start playing it again to get a different ending, but I've not picked it up since, and I don't know that I will. So I'm just going to leave that for now. The other thing we've been playing a lot of is Call of Duty. So Neil got the newest Call of Duty game, which has the online Warzone. So he's been playing Warzone a lot, and then we got the Modern Warfare, so the actual game we got. And I've been playing the sort of online multiplayer, and obviously Neil's been playing it as well, but I've had a couple of goes on the online multiplayer where you basically shoot people, so that's been quite fun. I'm not very good at it. I haven't got the patience to... I like auto aim, and there's no auto aim. So yeah, we've been playing that a lot. And the other thing that I have been playing, I discovered this a couple of days ago on Sky. So if you've got Sky, I don't know what Sky you have to have. We've got Sky Q, I think. So I don't know if you have to have that or just have Sky in general. But I don't know if you remember when Sky sort of first came out, you could play games on the home screen. And one of them was that Bumblebee game where you shot balls to like get rid of the honey and stuff. But anyway, I digress. The home screen has got some games on it at the moment. So Crossy Road is one of them, which is a bit like Frogger, and Tetris. So I was playing Tetris on Sky the other day for ages, and Neil came down and was like, "What are you doing?" I'm playing Tetris. It's got the Tetris music, but sort of only a short part of the Tetris music and on repeat, and it's really annoying, so I would suggest muting it if you're going to play it. But yeah, if you've got Sky, definitely check out the games because they're a lot of fun, and it was really cool to play Tetris, like proper Tetris, not the new weird Tetris that you can download on your iPhone, but proper old school Tetris. So definitely check that out. So what have I been reading? I haven't read for such a long time. I haven't been able to pick up a book. I haven't felt like reading. I've been really headachy, so I've not really felt like reading a book. But this week I have finally picked up some books and started reading. So I read Wilder Girls, which was sent to me from my Amazon wishlist by Anna. And it's sort of like a pandemic apocalyptic-y kind of theme. So basically girls in a boarding school on an island have contracted a virus. Well, everyone's contracted a virus, and there's some girls like trying to live in a boarding school on an island, and it's about how they overcome, what they get up to. So yeah, it's pretty good. I feel like I was talking to Anna about it last night, and I feel like I didn't read it properly. I feel like I missed out on a lot of the themes and what was going on. So I am going to read it again. in a couple of weeks. Yeah, so that was Wilder Girls by Rory Power. The next book I read was Her Fearful Symmetry by Audrey Niffenegger. I'm not, terrible pronunciation, I'm sure. She is the lady that wrote The Time Traveller's Wife, which I'm sure you've heard of. Everyone seems to have read The Time Traveller's Wife, which I personally didn't like. So Her Fearful Symmetry, I have read it before a long time ago, and so it was a reread. I really enjoyed it. It's a sort of a ghost story, and it's just really interesting, and it's about like loss and love and jealousy and ghosts. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's definitely worth a read. So that was Her Fearful Symmetry. The next book I read was One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. This is another one that everyone seems to have read. There is a sequel to it which I've just ordered, and she's written a couple of other books. But it's one of those that everyone seems to have read. I quite liked it. It's young adult fiction. It's easy to read. Yeah, it's quite enjoyable. It's a good book, so definitely check that out. And the book I'm reading at the moment is called... oh, it's here. Broadmoor Revealed, Victorian Crime and the Lunatic Asylum. This was a book that was sent to me for my birthday off of my Amazon wishlist. It didn't come with a note. I don't know who sent it to me, but I am really grateful. I'm quite enjoying it. It's interesting, but I feel like it kind of skirts around the actual treatments and things. It's more about famous people that were there and why they were there, rather than what happened to them once they were there. So if you are interested in sort of history, it's probably quite a good read. I'm more than halfway through it now, and I'm kind of looking forward to finishing it. So yeah, that's what I'm reading at the moment. So you can head to my Instagram page where you can see what I've been wearing recently, which as always is nonsense. This is a new t-shirt I got recently. Bonus points if you know what this is from. Oh, I'm sure everyone knows what this is from, but yeah, really love this t-shirt. I got this on Etsy, and I'll pop a link below if you're interested in getting yourself one. So yeah, head to my Instagram to see what kind of things I've been wearing. If you want to, obviously. Food, we're trying to eat pretty sensibly at the moment. We're trying not to, although this week, we won't talk about this week. We've had a lot of takeaway this week, hence the double chin. So what have we been eating? Sort of our normal stuff, meat to veg. Toast. I'm obsessed with toast at the moment. I can't get enough toast. Gluten-free bread, obviously, and I've been having 2 slices of toast for lunch. One absolutely covered in butter and one absolutely covered in peanut butter, because I love peanut butter. So yeah, I've been eating a lot of toast. I also recently discovered salted caramel M&Ms, which are really nice. So if you haven't tried a salted caramel M&M, definitely get yourself a bag. I also bought a really big bag of peanut M&Ms, which I've been enjoying, and obviously I've been finishing off the gummy bears from my birthday. So all good healthy stuff. Yeah, so the last thing I want to talk about is my health. My health has been kind of plateau, I guess. It sort of got to kind of a crappy level and has stayed at kind of a crappy level. I recently talked about some of my urology issues, and they have been plaguing me. In fact, this week I am off to have some tests done to see if they can get to the bottom of what's going on, and I will be talking about that separately. My migraines have been horrific the last few months. Obviously they've stopped all sort of treatments, so I haven't had any treatment since January, so my migraines have really upped their game. It's just been horrific. If you get migraines, they're so disabling, and not even just when you have it, like the next day, and sometimes the day after that you feel the effects, and it's just such a waste of time and you can't get anything done, and it's just so annoying. So that hasn't been great. My pain levels are quite... What are you doing? My stress levels are very high. My pain levels are quite high at the moment. My ankle's been bad this last week. My hips have been quite bad. I think I'm sleeping weird, and that's why my hips are bad. My cat really likes to show you his ass. So yeah, my health isn't brilliant right now. I got a letter to say that my ankle surgery, which is much needed, has been postponed. Excuse me. Don't get cats. Yeah, my ankle surgery has been postponed, so that's a bit of a nightmare. I mean, I get it, I do, but it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. So we'll see what happens with that. So that's it really. It's Neil's birthday this weekend, so I have asked him if there's anything special he wants for his tea, or if he wants a cake. He has yet to tell me, but his birthday present is Lego, so I'm pretty sure that that's what will be happening this weekend. So that's life lately. I think I'm going to do this as a regular thing, just to keep everyone updated, because I'm sure everyone is super interested in my life. But yeah, that's what I've been up to lately. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.